Just because you manage me at work doesn't qualify you to lead me in life. When I joined the military, I did so alongside a young woman who had some pretty big dreams. We both started off our training together, very energetic, optimistic, and ready to take on the world. I remember her as someone who had this burning ambition, someone you could tell was determined to make a long, successful career in the military. But after boot camp, we got stationed at different places. We kept in touch here and there, mostly through Facebook, which was starting to take off around that time. It wasn't long before I started to see a shift in her post. At first, it was small complaints, little frustrations with her leadership, but then it escalated. She began sharing these long rants about her senior leader, a man she called out for his behavior. According to her, he wasn't just a bad leader, he was downright toxic. She posted about how he would assign her meaningless tasks all for his amusement, how he would make off-color jokes at her expense, and how he'd give her uncomfortable attention both during and after hours. It was clear she was frustrated, hurt even, and the more she talked about him, the more it became evident that this wasn't just about poor leadership. It was about how deeply affected her spirit was. She felt disrespected, belittled, and demoralized. In one post, she talked about how she'd lost her will to serve because of him, how the military that she once had fell in love with and was so passionate about had become a suffocating, soul-crushing experience. When it came time for her to leave the military, she didn't hesitate. She walked away, and I couldn't help but feel sorry for her. The years went by, and I lost touch with her, as life tends to do. Social media became quieter for her. The posts stopped, and the once vibrant voice that raised against poor leadership seemed to disappear. It wasn't until much later, after a prolonged period of silence, that she posted something that stuck with me ever since. It was a single thought, raw and vulnerable. The post read, "I really let a man with 2 failed marriages and no relationship with his kids dictate my day-to-day and life decisions." That one line hit me hard. It was a realization and a moment of clarity for her. She was finally understanding the weight of what had happened, that someone who couldn't even manage his own life, couldn't lead himself, had somehow shaped her decisions, her mindset, her path. The realization wasn't just about the military either. It was about how she allowed someone who didn't deserve her trust or respect to influence her in ways that had lasting consequences. The moral of this story still echoes in my mind. Just because you manage me at work doesn't qualify you to lead me in life. I don't know where life took her after that post, but I know she found her voice again, and I hope wherever she is, she's leading herself in the right direction now.